quietest any of you guys have ever been. My voice isn't very well, so I'll try my best to project, but I'm going to say a few words first. This is unique for me because I've always done this as a coach, but this is the first time that I'll do this as a coach and a makeshift. And if I can get through it, it'll be beautiful. But I'm going to say a few words. Emma's going to sign her life away, and then I'm going to turn it over to her for some remarks from her. But I'd just like to start off as acknowledging that I am Emma's biggest critic, and I'm also her biggest fan. And I know personally how long and hard this road has been for her. And as teachers, we know that this long, hard road is walked pretty often by young people who are on their own and left to their own accord. And I think the uniqueness of Emma's journey is the character that she's built along the way. We're here for basketball today, but basketball is a very small piece of the puzzle. It happens to be the most visible piece of the puzzle, but it is a very small piece. She sits here today, and as soon as I shut up, she'll sign to be a Division I athlete, and then it begins. And she is the single-season scoring record holder for our school. She's the single-season assist record holder for our school. She could very well eclipse the all-time scoring record in East Jessamine High School by the time she leaves here in just a few months. She has tripled her GPA in the last 4 years and almost doubled her ACT score. Yeah. Like no one else I've ever known. She's worked hard, she's been diligent, she's never settled for what people thought she should be, or maybe what she thought she should be. And that character was demonstrated to her. You guys didn't talk about it. You didn't explain to her what she should do, how she should do. You showed her. And the teachers in this school and the people in this community played such a major role in the success that she has experienced in her short time here. And I'm so thankful for each and every one of you in this room, your teammates who aren't here that you played with before, the teammates that are here now, play a vital role in that success. Family and friends and teachers and supporters from the community have such a hand in this remarkable story. And I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. But I'm most thankful that that mess of a redhead that walked in my window 4 years ago believed in herself, because Emma truly made decisions and life changes and did the work. And while you guided her and helped her along the way, if she hadn't believed in herself and she hadn't done the work, then it would be another stereotypical story about a kid falling in the cracks. And I think it takes a lot of wisdom beyond her years for a 14-year-old to decide that she wants a different life and commit to it. With two really difficult teachers that she had to live with, two basketball coaches that she ran games with, but ultimately she walked into our lives and changed all of our lives. She helped Chris and me redefine what family is, and I think that she plays a vital role in helping younger kids in this community understand what success really means. And the basketball is important, and it's the vehicle that got her where she is, but without the character
so bear with me. I'm going to look at my note cards and I'm crying. All right. Thank you all for coming. To start off, I wouldn't be where I am without all these people in this room right here. But I also have to give a huge shout out to my new college coach that's coming out for believing me and following me all through the summer and helping me to get where I am today. And for all you guys know, y'all know I can play basketball. Y'all know I can buckets, okay? But I haven't always had the work ethic to be like a college student or to get my grades. Or I was just that kid that went through a year and did not know what was going to happen. Okay, so the people that have helped me the most, the teachers, obviously. Okay. Here. Staying after school, coming early. Well, first of all, for putting up with me, because I know I'm a mess. So thank you guys so much. I really couldn't have done without you. And thank you, Mr. Anderson. You told me to do this. Thank you for everything you've done. And always, I'll never forget the time I walked with AC crying and you told me, let me solve. Alright, next, my teammates. Guys. Okay, so my teammates, thank you for always putting up with me and supporting me with every mistake I made. Haley, you especially. Oh my God. And you guys made me into the player I am, and I walk out on that court for you guys and for myself. And you guys made me the player I am, and I couldn't be more thankful for what you guys got me out to. My friends, guys. Thank you for helping me through the good and bad times. Also, thank you for supporting me in my games. I couldn't do it without any of you. So, thank you guys. You guys over there too. Now some big important people in my life. First, let's start with my aunt and uncle. Okay, your support, I'm shaking. Okay, your support means so much to me. Your support means so much to me, and it doesn't go unnoticed, that's for sure. And thank you guys for always taking me out to dinner. After games, when I'm upset, or when I'm just having a good game, or just when I need someone to talk to. Love you guys. To my coaches, my great coaches. Thank you for coming to practice all the time, pushing me to my max 24/7. You guys are the best. I'm so glad that you guys have always had patience with me because I know I'm a mess. And then, sorry I said that. I could have asked for better coaches, honestly. And then, Jason and Chris. Thanks. Okay, we're gonna start. Thank you for pushing me, guiding me, creating the person that is on stage. There's not really anything else I can ask for. You guys knew I was a mess 4 years ago, and you still continue to love me. I hated you sometimes, you know, trying to leave. But, you know, sometimes I just kind of listen, and now that I respect you guys and I trust you, and I couldn't be happier with there. You guys take me. You guys are the best bonus parents I've ever worked with. Oh, you guys, thank you for giving me this point. Okay. Nate Will, work Will. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for making me mad. Thank you for getting on my nerves. Thank you for going in my room. But, you know, I couldn't live life without you guys. Alright, so after the tears and after everything, I'm extremely excited to go to Texas and play Division I basketball at Tech in Corpus Christi. And I'm happy I made that decision, and I can't wait for what's in store for this year and next. Anyways, thank you guys for coming. It means a lot.
What do you want me to say?
Anything you want. I'll edit it out, so just tell me, you know. I don't know your whole story with her. I knew you were a coach, obviously, but I didn't know the other part. But.
You didn't know she was living with us?
No.
No, yeah. She has since she was a freshman, so it's been 4 years now.
So talk to me about coaching her first, Coach.
Well, coaching Emma has been an evolution for us both. She has grown so much as a player, and she's made me better as a coach. And I think we make a pretty good team. But she's a phenomenal kid. I saw something special in her 4 years ago, and I knew that she could be great. It was a matter of instilling a work ethic and in her and making sure that she was resilient. And any kid who's resilient is going to be successful.
Talk to me about the recruiting process. I know you see it all the time as a coach, but as a mom as well. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, that was interesting. I've been on recruiting visits with players before. You know, they needed some input or some advice, but to go on a recruiting visit as a coach and kind of a parent, it was very interesting because I was much more critical, and helping her through that process was good for me because I have been a college coach before. So I knew more about it than probably most parents do, so I was able to kind of ask her questions and lead her through that process. But I could tell, I knew by her face when we were at Texas A&M Corpus Christi that that's where she was going to go. I could tell she felt at home, she connected with the coaches and the players, she loved the campus, and it felt like if she went there that it was going to be a home away from home.
Exciting thing is you get her back one more year, Coach.
One more year, and it's going to be a big one. We've got our sights set on being the first 20-win team in the county's history, and that's been our goal the last couple of years, and we fell short 2 years ago. Last year we were right on track and had a bad snowstorm, and it knocked us out of that running, so this year is going to be the year.
You guys, coming into the season, you're pre-ranked, I believe, 4.
Yes.
I know we got you 3. We got you ahead of another team that's in the top 4. But
I appreciate that.
I'm just curious. You know, this season, you know, you got some returning athletes. Obviously, Emma's back and probably going to be your leading scorer again. And just talk to me about the upcoming season too.
You know, I really believe, even with Haley Harrison being a freshman and Jalen Landers being a sophomore, that those two with Emma, I believe that we have 3 of the best 5 guards in the region. Now, that youth will play a role in that with the other 2 guards. However, I have a couple post players who are both seniors. They're both very smart students, very smart athletes, and I think that they will bring a calming presence to the floor, and they'll be great leaders and great role players that great teams have when they're successful.
All right, Coach. Thank you.
All right, so the recruiting process, it was so vicious at times. Like, you always want to be on your A games. You had those bad games. But I couldn't be more thankful of the recruiting process I had. I mean, I had 2 huge choices ahead of me. Like, I could either go to Texas A&M, Corpus Christi, or North Florida, and I chose this one. I mean, I can't explain how much this means to me to get recruited by Corpus Christi. I mean, it's always been like this little dream I've had to go Division I. And you know, when you're in 8th grade, you don't really think of that way. You think you're going to the NBA. So this was a big step for me, and I loved my recruiting process.
Talk to me about playing with Coach Coleman or playing under Coach Coleman, and I guess living with her as well, because she's kind of been there for you as well since you've been here.
All right, well, the road was rough, like at the beginning. It was, I'm not gonna lie, because I mean, I was a 14-year-old that thought she knew everything, hated getting told no, you know, that big stuff. And she just came at me with all this love and all this trust that's like jumping out at me, and at first I brushed it off. But I mean, playing with her, it's like a whole different world. Like, we connect, and we like, I don't know, we just have this connection that brings us together on the court, off the court, and I couldn't be more thankful for her and what she's done for me.
Does it help that she's a former basketball player as well?
It does, because I read some articles about her. I did some research, you know. She can shoot the lights out. That's all I remember is like every Mercer County paper, Coleman shoots the lights out. And I mean, I take that as advantage because, you know, when I came in here as a freshman, my jump shot was bad. It was vicious. I'm not going to lie. But now, I mean, I'll pull from anywhere. I'll do whatever it got to take just to win the game. So I have their work ethic.
So you got one more season coming up here with East Jessamine.
I do.
Your senior year.
Okay.
What's this year going to mean to you?
It's going to be so much, but we've been going at it in practice. I mean, we are so competitive this year. I mean, I had a little freshman guard me the other day, and she literally pushes me to my standards, and I couldn't Like, I couldn't be more proud of her and the team. I mean, it's not going to be easy, but I think we're going to have a good season.
What are some of the challenges you think with the team this year, and then what are some of the great things with the team?
A couple of the challenges would be like, I guess kind of the little stuff, keeping the momentum up and not letting fatigue get to us, and like fatigue's a big one, and I guess like keeping positive. I mean, we already had a team meeting this year, telling what we needed to work on individually, so that's a good thing. And like, we all work hard. We try to make our times. I mean, our post players are working their butts off, and I just think like it's going to be a really big team effort, and we're not going to let up. So.
Yeah, the 12th region, that's stacked. 1 through 5 is stacked. You guys part of that top 5 there. What are some of the biggest teams that you feel like you really got to go out there and beat this year?
I think Mercer's a big one, like a big rival and stuff. I mean, they have Sagan. She's phenomenal, and she's gonna be phenomenal. And then we have Fitzpatrick, and she's good. I think she goes to Southwestern. We lost to them first round last year, and they were good. So she's a big factor. And then Kaylee's that's my main. Like, I love her. We played on the same AAU team. She was phenomenal. She just actually had surgery, so she'll be bouncing back from that. But she's a great shooter. I just think that we can beat these teams if we just stick together.
So you've obviously set records here at East Jessamine. Going out your final senior year, what's the legacy you leave behind?
I'm just going with the flow right now. Like, I'm not like, I get told like, you pass the ball too much, whatever. But I just play to play, and whatever happens, happens. And I do plan on beating the record. And I've set that goal for myself. And if I don't, I'll be disappointed. So.
Back to Corpus Christi.
Okay.
How do you see yourself fitting in with the team down there?
Oh, I think I'll play a big aspect. I think I'll bring the energy in practice. I mean, I've met most of the girls, and I love them. So, and the coach, I think he'll push me to my highest, and I just think I'll be really successful there with my team. So.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right.